and welcome to highlights from the visit of Timperley Fourths versus Appleton Seconds. Thanks as always to our main sponsor, Axminster Tools and Machinery. Check out their link in the video description. Chris Tomo opening up the bowling. A non-eventful start. A combo steaming in from the other end. Opens up with another lovely dot. It was a very wet afternoon. You can see a little bit of rain spattering down there. It was a familiar sight seeing the bowlers desperately clutching at handfuls of sawdust, trying to dry things out around the landing areas. Labour in vain, unfortunately. It wasn't much fun for the bowlers. As you can see, the rain really coming down now. Didn't affect the opening batsmen too much. They got off to a really good start. Put on over 100, these two together. Runs were flowing straight from the off. Lovely cover drive there. Nice pick up on the half volley. And still Tomo bowling from the near end, and that's big six over his head there. You can't really tell on the camera, but there's an edge there. It's a thick edge, and keeper was stood up tempo, so it's always going to be hard for him to gather that one. Just caught his fingertip, I think, on the way through. And a swing and a miss from the bat there. Wasn't far off the stumps, that one. Bit short from Tomo, and that one gets pulled away over mid wicket for another 4. Slippy ball, full toss down to the batsman, gets hoiked away. Always difficult to hang on to the ball in these conditions. Tough for the bowlers. Wet outfield. Inevitably the ball gets wet, and the wet outfield affecting the umpire's footing a little bit there as well. Nasty little stumble. The ball goes clattering into the stumps. He was alright though. Shook it off. Change of bowling. Amir comes on. Mr. Rashid. You can see it's still raining a little bit. Pretty gloomy out there. It looks gloomier than it was on the camera. Camera makes things look worse than it actually was, but nice cover drive for 4. They weren't sure if that one was going. Bit of a frantic scramble for the first one, but did eventually go for 4. Change of ball at the other end now. Roger Cawthorne, the skipper. He's on. And a lovely bit of fielding from Cumbo there. Tumbling to his right, great pickup. Saved 3 runs there. And not long after that, similar ball, this time in the air. Great effort from Cumbo. Can't quite hold on to it. Would have been a great catch if he'd held on to that, but just slipped through his hands as he was diving forward. And there's the first wicket of the day. Timperley 1-1-2 for 1. Batty goes for 50. Dave Hurst takes a good catch there at mid wicket. And just shortly after the new bat comes in, rain gets a little bit harder and captains decide it's time to take a break. Now I know this looks very quick. I can assure you this is normal speed. Our second team are just that efficient at putting these covers on. The boys and girls at Wimbledon have got nothing on our second team. Rain really coming down now, but it did eventually stop. And we're back out. Roger's still bowling. Number 3 batsman there chips one up to Cumbo. Safe pair of hands there. And Moore goes for 2. Off the bowling of Mr. Cawthorne, the skipper. Gets his first wicket of the day. And that's Roger again. Big shot down the ground. Doesn't quite carry for 6. Slips through Cumbo's hand and goes for a 1 or 2 bounce 4. tough opportunity to take, especially with the ball as wet as it is, or as wet as it was. It's a big shot this time, no chance for the fielder. Clears the boundary by about 15, 20 yards, big 6. And that's a nice shot down the ground for 4. As I shamelessly get myself a little bit of camera time there. So Mr. Cawthorne still trundling in and picks up his second wicket there. Easy caught and bowled for him. Faisal goes for 7. Timperley 137 for 3. So Mir still going. Number 5 bat puts away that full toss. Pulls it over mid wicket. That's a lovely shot down the ground. Just about cleared the rope. That was given as 6. Although it took a while to decide whether it was 4 or not. That's a nice shot. Flicks it off his legs. 4 more through square leg. Looks very dark there, doesn't it? It wasn't actually that dark in real life, but the camera plays tricks. Another 4. Run's really flowing now. Now, because of the various rain delays, the overs were limited, so Timperley only had 43 overs. Appleton had a minimum of 36. Big 6 over the over mid wicket there. So Appleton, yeah, minimum of 36. Don't ask me how the rules work, but basically once you've started the game, the team batting second basically lose more overs, or end up with less overs than the team who batted first. Doesn't really make sense to me, but that's how it works. So basically, Appleton will have 36 overs plus whatever Timperley give us if they declare. And this ended up being the final over, the 41st over. First 3 balls, whacked for 6. Dempo was put onto bowl. A change of wicket-keeper. Dempo usually keeps wicket. I think this was Roger trying to force the declaration. So yeah, the first 3 balls, hoiked for 6. That was a big one as well. Over long on. 18 off 3 balls. And the 4th ball nearly suffered a similar fate, but it just wasn't quite big enough. It got caught on the boundary down there at long off. So eventually that forced the declaration. So Timperley ended up declaring on 254. Usman with a big 100. He ended up on 118, well batted. He rode his luck early doors a bit, but it was a good knock. So Timperley give Appleton 38 overs to chase 254, which is not going to happen. So the bowling figures there, quite expensive, particularly Mr. Dempster, who achieved an impressive economy rate of 27 per over, although he didn't actually complete a full over, so it's a little bit misleading. So Dave Hurst and yours truly opening up the bat in. That's Dave at the striker's end there, and again. That's the first boundary of the innings. And my dad and my wife in the background there on the boundary. So there's my first boundary. A bit of a wait for it. It was a very steady start from us too. That's 16 for 0 of 9.5 overs. Looks pretty gloomy on camera. It's a nice shot from Dave. A little bit over pitched. Puts it through cover point area. So last ball, the 15th over. Almost halfway through the Appleton innings. And that's the lovely bull shot. Dave does well to pick that one up because it was quite a bit way down leg side, that one. And nice little slash through the point area from me there. Goes for 4. 19.4 overs down. Nice full toss for Dave, and the misfield means it goes for 4. Run rate creeping up a bit now. Fast approaching the lofty heights of 3 and over. Big shot from Dave over the mid-wicket area there. It goes for 4. Bowling change. This is a off-spinner that came on. Number 5 bat who got 50 as well. So busy day for him. Pitches one in short a bit there, and that's hoiked away for 4, 72 for naught. That's a full toss. Goes all the way through. Dave was looking for a no ball, but I think it was just below waist height, so it's 72 for 1. Dave goes for 30, and I suffer a similar fate the next over. That's me gone for 24. 72 for 2, 26.5 gone. So Ed Sygrove and John Porter now at the crease, and that's a gift for Ed. Full toss on his legs, flicks it away for 4. 80 for 2. Spinner still on, and miraculously the sun's out. That's a rare treat for us, given the recent weather we've had. And that's a lovely shot from John Porter for 4. Through backwards square leg. And 92 for 2 now. Another bowling change. Full toss, another full toss for Ed on his legs. He likes it there. Who doesn't? So we're into the last 6 overs now. Appleton got 38 to play with. And it's a nice shot through the square leg area. It's been a little bit short again. And the 100's up. Like a replay, that one. Very similar ball. Similar shot as well from Ed Sygrove. Third ball of the over. And that's 3 4s in a row, which is a rare treat given the relatively steady pace we'd been going at. So run rate up above 3 and over now. The target was minimum 120 because that's when you get your first batting points. So we're not far off that now with just under 4 overs to go. It's a lovely shot from Ed. Little cover drive through the sort of cover point area. Goes for 4. Quite a long boundary down there. That's a nice shot. Full toss again. Ed puts that one away for 4. He's in good touch, Ed. Scoring runs freely and quickly. Short ball outside off gets punched through point. So that's 120 up. Batting points for ACC. And another rare glimpse of the sun. John Porter at the striker's end. Nice shot. Through mid-on area. Goes for 4. So into the final over now, looking for 140 for an extra batting point. And Ed will be disappointed to hit that full toss straight to square leg. So Ed goes for 47, top scorer in the Appleton innings. Good knock, fairly quick 47. So 138 for 3. Danny Oliver, next man in. Doesn't quite get hold of that. Chips it up, Danny goes for 2. So there will be 1 ball left. Appleton need 1 run off the final ball to get that extra batting point. Excuse me, no, they needed 2 runs and they only got 1. So they end up on 139 for 4. The match is drawn. Ed Sygrove top scores for Appleton with 47, and a good game in some difficult conditions. Well played to Timperley.